Hi, Tarek from Groovy Entertainment. Today we're gonna tape to play for you. Today, tape is Little Red Riding Hood for 1987. So let's get started.
The story of Little Red Riding Hood. Once upon a time, a very long time ago, when animals could talk and people could be swallowed whole by wolves and still come out alive, there lived a little girl named Little Red Riding Hood. Well, actually, Little Red Riding Hood was just her nickname. Her real name was Wendy Baumgartel. You see, one day, well, why don't you listen and find out for yourself how Wendy Baumgartel became Little Red Riding Hood. I'm coming, I'm coming. That's Little Red Riding Hood's grandmother speaking. Hold your horses. Wendy, come in, come in. How's my favorite granddaughter?
Grandma, what big exaggerations you make.
And that's Little Red Riding Hood speaking.
Grandma, you know that I'm your only granddaughter. How can I be your favorite?
So I got lucky. My only granddaughter is so special, she's my favorite. Who else would come through the woods every week, rain or shine, to visit a grandmother? Who else would bring cookies that she made by herself? And so sweet, so delicious. Only a favorite granddaughter like you, Wendy Baumgartel.
Grandma, I love you so.
So don't just stand there. Come in, come in. I've got a surprise for you this time. Close your eyes. Grandma took out a package from a drawer.
It's here somewhere. I'll find it. No. Ah, here it is.
Okay, open your eyes.
Oh, a red cloak with a red hood.
Yes, it's a Red Riding Hood. Try it on already.
Thank you. Thank you. I love my Red Riding Hood. Thank you. I'll never take it off. Never. But, Grandma, what's a riding hood?
Oh, it's a hood that keeps you warm when you take your horseback riding lessons. And so, because she wore the Red Riding Hood that Grandma made her every day, she even slept in it once or twice, Wendy Baumgartel became known as Little Red Riding Hood. And now it's time to bring you up to date. About 6 months after Little Red Riding Hood first wore her Red Riding Hood, her grandmother became sick with the grip. The grip was what they called the flu once upon a time. As I was saying, Grandma was sick, so Little Red Riding Hood and her mother were preparing a basket of goodies. Little Red was going to take the basket to Grandma's house that very morning.
Mom, what a big basket you have.
All the better to carry the goodies Grandma needs.
That's Mrs. Baumgartel, Little Red's mom.
Let's see. Chicken soup, bread for toast, tea, elderberry jelly, honey, oranges, coffee elixir. Ha, that's everything. Now, Little Red Riding Hood, remember, stay on the path.
Mom, I've gone there 1,000 times.
Look both ways before you cross the road. Those carriage drivers are getting more and more reckless.
Mom, I know.
Don't take candy from strangers. Don't talk to them either. And whatever you do, don't talk to any, dogs? No, that's not right. Don't talk to any foxes? No. Now, what is the name of the animal that you shouldn't speak to?
Listeners, can you help Little Red Riding Hood's mom? What animal should her daughter keep away from? If you said wolf, you're right.
Thanks. A wolf. Don't talk to any wolves.
Okay, Mom. I promise to be careful. See you at supper time.
After making her promise, Little Red Riding Hood skipped off to Grandma's house.
Dum-dee-dum-dee-dum-dee-dum-dum-dum.
And she looked both ways before crossing a road. And she didn't take candy from strangers.
No, thank you. I don't want any candy.
But unfortunately, she did leave the path.
Oh, look! Daisies. Grandma would love them. I'll just leave the path for a few seconds.
And, doubly unfortunately, she did talk to a wolf.
I can hardly believe my big wolf eyes. It's a little girl carrying a basket. Quite a nice aroma. The goodies smell good too.
Drooling at the thought of a good meal, the wolf walked over to Little Red Riding Hood.
I say, little girl, rather nice weather, don't you agree?
I'm not allowed to speak to strangers, especially not to wolf strangers.
Oh my, oh my. Another youngster prejudiced by all that fairy tale nonsense about wolves being ogres. Why, wolves are sincere, kind animals. We're frightfully friendly when we're given half a chance.
Frightful is more like it.
Besides, I just wanted to compliment you on your apparel. That Red Riding Hood is awfully stunning. Quite lovely.
Thank you. Grandma made it for me.
I think she's beginning to trust me. I think I'll sprinkle her with a little pinch of oregano or tarragon before gobbling her up.
That wolf has some pretty evil thoughts.
In fact, I'm going to Grandma's house now. She's sick.
Grandma, too. Why, a grandma would make quite a delicious appetizer. Quite a feast is in store for me. Your grandma lives nearby, does she?
Oh, yes. Just down the path.
I think I know how to get the girl, the grandmother, and the basket. Well, nice chatting with you. Perhaps we can have a spot of tea together one day. But I'm frightfully late. Bye-bye.
And off rushed the wolf to Grandma's house.
Little cottage, lace curtains, geraniums in the window. This must be Grandma's house.
Who's there?
It's me, your lovely little granddaughter.
Little Red Riding Hood sounds terrible. I hope she isn't getting sick, too. I'm coming.
Hi, Granny. Heard you were sick. Came over for a bit of a chat and a snack.
Oh, no! A wolf! Oh, stay away! Oh, you butcher! Well, the wolf got his snack. It was Grandma herself. But that wolf was unsatisfied. He wanted more.
Ah, Granny was quite tasty, but I'm still ravenously hungry. I'll just dress up in Granny's nightgown and nightcap, jump into bed, pull the covers up, and wait for my dessert to walk in the door.
And the wolf did just that. Before long,
Who's there?
It's me, Little Red Riding Hood.
Come in, dear.
Grandma, what a strange voice you have.
Little Red Riding Hood expected Grandma to look poorly because she was so sick, but she was surprised at just how poorly she did look.
I've brought you some things.
Don't worry about the basket. I'll eat those goodies later. Come here and let me get a good look at you, my dear.
Sure, Grandma. Grandma, what big ears you have.
All the better to hear you with, my dear.
Grandma, what big eyes you have.
All the better to see you with, my dear.
Grandma, what big teeth you have.
All the better to eat you with, my dear.
And with that, the wolf jumped out of bed and chased Little Red Riding Hood in, out, and around and back inside of Grandma's house. But Little Red Riding Hood was determined not to become the wolf's dessert, so she grabbed a basket of goodies, hid behind a door, and whacked that wolf on the head just as he walked by. And that evil villain, that wicked wolf, fell down with a thump and lay in a puddle of chicken soup, bread, elderberry jelly, oranges, honey, and cough elixir.
Oh, my head.
Meanwhile, a nearby woodcutters chop down trees for once upon a time fireplaces. Anyway, a woodcutter heard Little Red's calls for help and found his way to Grandma's cottage. Hey, what's wrong, little girl?
Oh, the wolf dressed up like my grandma and tried to make me his dessert. So I whacked him on the head, and I can't find Grandma. Grandma! Grandma, where are you?
Hey, call her again.
Grandma?
Look at the wolf's stomach each time you call Grandma. Something's moving in there.
Grandma, are you in there? Why, you're right. Grandma's in the wolf's stomach.
I'll just take my axe.
Please, be careful.
Oh, don't worry. And with one stroke of his axe, the woodcutter opened the wolf's stomach, and out came Grandma. A little shaken, but she was still in one piece. Oh, it was awful in there, so dark and damp. Mushy, too. But the worst thing about being inside the wolf was worrying about what he would do to you, Little Red Riding Hood.
Grandma, don't think about it. We're both safe now.
Get some stones. Let's fill up this wolf's stomach with stones. Hurry, before he wakes up. And Little Red Riding Hood, Grandma, and the woodcutter filled the wolf's stomach with stones. There, his stomach's full. Now, Grandma, sew him up. What color thread? I have some red left over. Any color thread. Just sew him up quickly before he wakes up. With a stomach full of stones, he won't want to eat any more people. I can tell you that. And that's almost the end of the story of Little Red Riding Hood. There's just a little bit more. As the woodcutter predicted, the wolf never wanted, or could for that matter, eat another person. In fact, his stone-filled stomach could only digest the thinnest gruel.
I'm so frightfully sick of this gruel. What a cruel punishment for a little wolfie. Cruel gruel. Yucky, mushy, gruely. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner, nothing but gruel.
The wolf, as you can tell, had a miserable existence ever since the day that he met up with Little Red Riding Hood. But everyone else in this tale fared much better. Each year, Little Red Riding Hood grew bigger, and so each year Grandma would make her a new and larger Red Riding Hood. And eventually, as happens to all little girls, Little Red became a woman. And eventually, Little Red fell in love with and married the woodcutter's son. Grandma, as you might have expected, became even happier than she was before, because she now had great-grandchildren to sew for. And so, Little Red, perhaps I should say Big Red Riding Hood, and her family, like nearly all fairy tale characters, lived happily ever after.
Well, what did you expect?
So, that was Little Red Riding Hood for 1987. So if you like the subscribe, share, and comment, have a groovy day with another video coming out real soon.